Hello ladies and gentlemen, and as always, we are back, and today we are talking about Fallout 4. The Commonwealth Wasteland for Fallout 4 is sprinkled with hundreds of individual locations with interesting and unique backstories. And today, we'll be looking at the first location you ever encounter, Sanctuary Hills. This almost idyllic exaggeration of American suburbia is the home to your Fallout 4 protagonist in pre-war America. The small community is a suburb of Concord, consisting of 14 houses, a small river with a bridge, and a Red Rocket gas station directly outside. Plus, it just got a brand new vault. But not everything is as it seems, and this time, I'm not just talking about vault tech. So, we have to start somewhere, and I think we'll start with the Red Rocket gas station. Pre-war, this place served the residents of Concord and Sanctuary Hills on their daily commutes. But not all was well with the establishment. In the back room of the building, we can find a terminal with two subsections on it: business entries and October service logs. These service logs are majorly unimportant, detailing small repairs the Red Rocket employees undertook, but the business entries tell a lot more. The entry "Safe Storage," written by an employee named Jim, reads as follows:
"Take care of these barrels before you leave tonight. Inspectors are coming first thing in the morning. Just hide them with the others. We'll figure out a longer-term solution later. Hey, if nature's gonna favor us with a cave right below the shop, who am I to argue?"
And just as the entry details, behind the shop, we find a small cave, and inside the barrels the employees were referring to. It just so happens that, like many things in the Fallout universe, these are radioactive. Throughout the Fallout franchise, we learn that the Red Rocket Company is very concerned about their public image, and does regular inspections to ensure the safe disposal of nuclear waste created by the refueling of nuclear-powered cars that populate the Fallout universe. Many Red Rocket gas stations, like the one we find here, improperly disposed of nuclear waste to save on costs. Inside the cave, we see many barrels of nuclear waste, a nuclear generator with a power cord sitting next to it, a safe, and ironically, a Trash Buster award for the greatest year-to-year waste reduction by a single store. Now, we move on to the actual suburb. After the war, many of the houses collapsed, and the ones that didn't were looted and left in a state of serious disarray. There are only two houses other than the player's home that hold anything of substance to look at, those being the residences of the Hawthorne family, and another home that the in-game owner is not made clear. Real quickly, we'll go over the player's home. Outside, you find most likely your first post-war NPC, Codsworth, your pre-war Mr. Handybot. The home's interior is actually quite bare, minus a Grognak the Barbarian comic, a Your Special book that allows you to level up one special stat, and some special dialogue when examining Sean's cradle. You might think that's a little strange for the devs not to put anything special in your home, and actually, you are right. If we look at some of the cut content, we learned that there was actually supposed to be a family terminal that got cut for unknown reasons. Some of the entries are actually referenced elsewhere in the game, and in a future video, we might go over them. Now that that's over, we'll start with the mystery house. The inside of the home is nothing to write home about, but on the roof is a duffel bag of supplies, most likely left by a raider. Though what makes this house very interesting is around back. There we find a root cellar, or more accurately, a self-made bomb shelter. That's right, whoever lived down here actually survived the bombs unscathed, as we don't find a body down here, or anywhere surrounding this building. Though over 200 years have passed, so the chances of him or her being alive and ungullified are quite slim. Now we move on to the final location of interest, the Hawthorne Residence. Inside this unsuspecting home, we see a locked safe with a makeshift bomb, ensuring that any would-be thief never gets to what's inside. Next to the safe, we see a terminal, the only terminal in Sanctuary Hills that made it to the final game. This ledger terminal reveals that the Hawthorns dealt chems to the residents of the pre-war Commonwealth, most likely being the reason for the extra security. Also, interestingly enough, we learned that rationing affected the chem trade as well, specifically the chem known as Buffout. Now that may be on the locations we can visit in the game, but that doesn't mean we're done with Sanctuary Hills quite yet. Like many places in Fallout 4, the in-game locations have real-world counterparts, such as the Great Green Jewel of the Commonwealth, Diamond City, and the real-life green monster known as Fenway Park. Now, as we are talking about Sanctuary Hills, we have few ties to real life other than the location itself. You heard me right, in real life, in this approximate location at least, stands a park commemorated to your favorite faction. Or, actually, probably not. The Minuteman National Historical Park, positioned across a very familiar river, directly northwest of Concord. In fact, the bridge looks almost exactly the same. Alrighty, and that's the end of the video. I know, kind of abrupt, but as always, if you liked the video, leave a like. If you didn't, leave a dislike. Let me know how I can improve in the comment section below. As always, hit the subscribe button and bell notification icon to get notified when I upload new type of content. I know, kind of experimental. I know some other people do stuff similar, but I'm really wanting to focus on Fallout since I like that series a lot more. Might go back and do some of the locations from Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas. It takes me a while to put these out, but the more I do it, the more I'll get quicker at it, and I'm hoping that will happen rather quickly. So, I'm going to be doing another one of these probably on Vault 101, or sorry, Vault 111. Yeah, that's kind of the perspective. Next one I might do instead the starting point in Fallout New Vegas, but I'm not really sure yet. Either way, new type of content, let me know if you like it. That is it for the video. I'll see you guys next time.